in Week 10. The Saints lost their first game against the Buccaneers. Can Tampa Bay sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just the ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, Deontay Harris. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here comes the blitz as they... And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Brady. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some...
And it'll be intercepted. Hooked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Come on, fellas.
So we've hit half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's bound the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here's second and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now he'll throw with Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Got to do better. Shut him down. Shut him down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a loose football. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.